Hi, I'm Hannah McKnight, and we're here with a brand new episode of Help Me Hannah. Help Me Hannah is done in partnership with OnFem. OnFem designs clothes for those who are assigned male at birth, who identify with being feminine, or those who are gender nonconformity, who are looking to express their feminine side. What we're going to be doing is that we're going to be talking about different ways that we can help you find your authentic self. And we do this by getting questions from you, the viewers. So today's question comes from Longing for Luscious Locks from Loveland, Colorado. Let's find out how we can help. Help me, Hannah. How do I find the right wig for me? It's a very good question. So we're going to go right to the experts to find out how we can find the best do for our face. Let's go. I'm here today with Alyssa with Creative Hair Design. Creative Hair Design is a wonderful little wig boutique in Minneapolis. Two different locations here in Roseville and one in Hastings. And Alyssa, what can you tell us about Creative Hair Design?
Yeah, so Creative Hair Design sets itself apart with inventory. As you can see here, we have hundreds of wigs, toppers, extensions, hair pieces throughout the store. So probably about 1,000 different wig colors and styles to choose from. So that kind of sets us apart in the wig industry.
Well, for a girl like me, that seems very overwhelming to have so many choices. And I've tried different types of styles, wig, maybe like synthetic hair and blend, and human hair. I tend to go with more of a synthetic blend.
Sure.
What are some of the advantages to a more synthetic blend?
Yeah. Well, synthetic is fantastic for the fact that it's already styled for you. So straight is straight and curly is curly. Definitely really easy to work with. And with human hair, then you would have to style it every time you wash it. So synthetic is definitely your easy, on the go, wash and go, and your, just kind of the perfect, simple, easy do.
Maybe like a good introductory wig to someone who is
definitely
getting used to it.
Yeah, definitely a good introductory wig. There's all different price levels too within the synthetics. You can start, kind of on your lower end with your machine-made caps. And then it moves up into a lace front monofilament, allowing you to be able to part the wig in different directions, to your elite of your synthetic, which would be 100% hand tied.
Okay.
So yeah, the most natural kind of flowing and movement within a synthetic wig.
Now you said lace front. Can you describe what lace front is?
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'll grab one of our ladies here and show you, because that's the best way to kind of give you a visual on what a lace front is like. So this particular one has a lace front here and then a monofilament part, meaning that its lace just kind of disappears onto the scalp and gives the illusion of a natural hairline along with a natural part for this specific wig. So yeah, a lace front can really be beneficial on a windy day.
Okay. Well, speaking of a windy day, one of the things that I am very afraid of is the wind making me look how I don't want to look. So what is a good way for me to keep my wig from flipping?
Yeah, absolutely. So in a windy day, definitely have your wig brush in your purse with you, carry that along with you, and can pop in and just move it back into position. That's the nice thing with synthetic. It has a set style to it. So it should be a pretty easy way to, to get it back into place, just simply with our fingers or with a wire brush. The other thing is using maybe a gripper band underneath the wig so that it prevents the wig from shifting and moving around too much. Okay. So yeah.
Now, should I be using a wig cap?
Wig caps are very personal. Some people choose to do like a nylon cap underneath. Some people choose to do a fishnet underneath. Some people utilize even a bamboo cap or a cotton cap. Cotton cap can be great for things like if you're perspiring to gather some of that. The fishnet one is great if you have longer hair and you need it tucked up evenly throughout the cap. This is kind of the benefit of coming to a wig boutique, because we're going to educate you on all the ins and outs of that inside of preparing before you place the wig on too. So, and that's a big part of it too, to make sure your wig is staying where you want it to stay and placed on properly. Yeah.
What about wig adhesives? Those kind of...
Yeah. There's, we don't necessarily... If you need it, there's wonderful products out. There's tape, and there's kind of a little bit of a glue that can be dabbed on, and then remover. Again, you have to know how to properly use these products so that you're not damaging your expensive investment. But yeah, there are some really great tricks on getting that wig to stay completely in place if you're going to be a little more active that day. And we can definitely give some tips and tricks on that. A wig grip, the double-sided tape, and then also the adhesive that is available. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, I definitely need a new do. Will you help me pick out a new style?
Absolutely, I'd love to.
Yay.
Yes.
Now, one of the things when it comes to like trying on clothes and makeup is a lot of trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
And just because a dress looks cute on a mannequin, it doesn't mean it's going to look good on me. Same with like makeup and foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure the same is for hair.
Yes, absolutely. One of our favorite things is to read the customer while we're trying on the pieces, just to kind of see where that's leading us. But then also to first kind of hand select some of the styles that we feel that will fit you, complexion, face shape, and all of that. So for instance, with you, Hannah, I think that if we did go down too long and straight, that might just bring you down and not give you the lift that your current length is doing. So what I would recommend is kind of staying within that shoulder, maybe a little bit longer with a little bit of layering, and then even possibly trying something fun like this with a little bit of curl and bounce to it as well. Color-wise, each of these wigs come in 50 colors. Okay. So we really can get custom and get your signature color that you've been doing in any of these styles that we see in front of us. So that's kind of the fun thing. Two, I think that we would stay away from going too short too in the pixie style. I don't think it's really going to round and shape your face like that we would want. So I think staying with, this might be fun, different, you know, having a little bit more length in the front and then kind of, you know, doing that inversion here too. That could be a really cute one to try as well. And I do have all of these wigs in other colors too, so we can definitely check out whether it's a solid tone color or maybe even not this length particular, but this is kind of a fun with a little bit of an auburn highlight to it. So yeah, so basically I think kind of sticking within maybe something like this, and actually this whole top row has some good possibility to it.
What are some of the more like common like facial shapes? You know, I'm sure there's like
yeah. So you know, your square and your elongated. That's where you want to add like the layering and maybe a little bit of bounce to it. The perfect shape is the oval shape, which you'll see all the mannequins typically do. So then you can really get away with any length or style with that type of face shape.
What would you say my face shape is?
Well, I think you're more into the elongated and then a little on the squared. So that's why we're going with the layers and a little bit of softness to it. Yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's try some styles.
So here is one of the shorter, kind of bouncier, full with that nice lace front that we were talking about earlier, again with the hand-tied part, giving a little bit of a soft swoop across the face, and then still showing off your earrings. Beautiful. So here is the first one.
I love this more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
This is actually kind of cute.
Yeah, very cute. A little stacked in the back and some nice soft layers. Not a huge over density wig too. It's very natural and flowy. I love it. So it's a good start.
Okay. Now, why did you pick this one? Because of my face shape? Or,
yeah, yep. I did want to try some with some layering in it, and just seeing if we could go to this level and it would still, you know, shape your face nicely, and with these beautiful soft kind of layers and this, you know, nice brush across the face here. I think it's beautiful.
I love it.
Just a nice soft one. Yeah.
Very cute. I never thought that I would like this one.
And then with this one here, we can choose. Do we like to part more to the right, or is it something we want to transition over to the left? So there's lots that you can do with these wigs, you know, changing the part on it. And now we're getting a little bit longer. You're saying it's hiding your cute earrings. That's the only thing I'm not loving here. But yeah, we're getting a little bit longer, and I think you're more of a right part from what I think that just feels more natural on that. Now this one comes in 50 colors, so we can do fun golden highlights like this, or definitely go into the solid tones, a nice rich black tone, or even a dark brown too. Yeah, but a fun way to see some highlights on you and going a little bit longer with the little inversion. So what do you think?
I do like the length. I do like the length of this one.
Yeah.
More like what I'm used to. And I'm really, really digging the wavy. Yeah, I think that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm loving the waves on you too. All right, and we have a third wig here. You'll notice some of the biggest difference is we have less layering up above, a little bit of layering down here below. We do again have that lace front, so that natural hairline. And kind of a zigzag part right now. If you're not loving that, we can always make a straight part or even move the part completely to the other side because this one is hand tied on the top as well. But yeah, I'm liking these curls on you, Hannah. This is fun. And this is back to more your color. I'd say, really the biggest difference, this one's bringing you down a little bit compared to that first one that was so bouncy and lifting with those layers. But this one's here more towards the length that you've been wearing.
So when you say like, more bouncy, is that because there's like a facial balance that you're trying to capture?
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. The balance on your facial shape with that first one just kind of lifted you up, I feel like.
Okay.
For this one here where we have the smoothness here and then just a little bit of layering here is maybe a little less balance than the first one. But you do get that little bit more length. And the nice thing with the wig shop too, if you did choose to have a little bit of layering brought in, that is something that, see, just by lifting it there, that's just kind of balancing you out a little bit better, I feel.
I love this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is lovely.
All right, here is the first one on the straighter do's. You can notice here we have a little bit of highlight in it. Again, a little auburn highlights and quite a few layers kind of coming down and shaping around your face. I kind of like a little bit maybe of a swoop here to kind of balance those layers out here. And yeah, so this is the first one, lace front, hand tied on the top, where we can switch the part, and then some layering around the face. And this will be the shortest of the straight ones that we'll try today.
I like this. I like the swoop.
Yeah, the wedging of it. Yeah, yeah.
And I like the way that it frames my face.
Yeah, those nice layers.
Not hating the color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of fun, a little highlight in there.
I love it.
All right, so here is the next length. Now we're taking a little bit of the layering out of it and kind of more straight, having it all more of a bob length, where the other one had some soft layers in it. And then we're getting a little bit longer with this piece all the way around.
What's funny is I think I like the first one more than I like this one, and I don't know why. Maybe because of how it was framing my face in a different way.
Absolutely, I agree. I think it's the framing of the face, just those gentle layers that were coming in. You're into almost this length, a little bit of that stacking too, which is pretty trendy to have it kind of a little shorter in the back and then longer. And then I also think those layers were nice on that piece. So let's go a little longer and see what you think. Well, I like this too. We're getting a little longer here, gently brushing against the shoulders, which usually with wigs, if they're above the shoulders, they're going to last a lot longer than anything that goes below based on what we're wearing in that. So this is a great wig for longevity, and then also kind of fun just to go a little bit longer, a little flippiness on the base here, and then also in the back.
I love the framing. So
Yeah.
I love this one.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
this is my favorite one so far.
Yeah, we're definitely about 6 inches longer than we were on the last one. A little more maintenance with this piece. And I think that one before that just kind of came in a little bit more was more what I was liking, that last one, when you can kind of see it one after the other. What do you think on this
I'm actually
one?
really liking this length. It's been a long time since I've had
Yeah.
this length, so this is kind of cute.
Yeah. Some softness through this one too, a little bit of layering throughout here. With any wig shop you go to, they should be able to customize it a little bit if you ever chose to do a little wispy bang if you wanted to, or do some extra layering. Just shaping around the face could definitely be done with any of these styles. And I have one more fun one up my sleeve here that I want to show you.
Okay,
Kind of a
let's
fun
see it.
little twist on colors. So Hannah, we couldn't do all these wigs without just doing one for fun here and see what we think on this ombre tipped colored one. It's a new color that they just came out with, kind of the trending in more of your ash blonde tones, with the real rich dark base, and then tipping out at the base with some fun layers in that. Kind of a fun one to show you to see what you think on.
I like how yes, this is. I love it.
Yeah, the layering too. I can even give you a little spin here if you'd like to check out the back of it and see the layering.
Ooh.
Isn't that fun?
That is fun.
And of course, this comes in, the solid tones as well. But this is, I wanted to show you just because it was a new trending piece that we got in.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, what to do? What to do? We might need some help from everybody. Tell us your favorite.
So we tried a whole lot of different styles, and I tried some that I didn't think that I would like. And I ultimately picked one that never thought I would choose. So we'll show you what I decided in the next video. But I am very overwhelmed when it comes to how to style long hair. And of course, I'm concerned about protecting my investment.
Yes.
So what can you tell me about styling my hair?
Yeah.
As well as caring for my hair?
Yeah, absolutely. So before anybody leaves with a wig from us, we give you the proper care instructions. So there is going to be different care instructions depending on the wig, and anything below the shoulders has a specific care instructions that we like to go through as well. We want to make sure you know that the type of clothing that you're wearing with it can cause some damage and friction to it. And friction with the wigs and the nylon fibers don't go hand in hand. They tend to snarl up, and we have to work a little bit more with the brush through them. So a couple tricks, and tips to give you would be: one, pay attention to the clothing you're wearing if your wig is longer. Also, always have a little clip in your purse to be able to clip the hair to the side if you know you're going to be doing a lot of walking where it's getting that wear and tear on it. When you get to dinner or where you're going, just undo the clip and let the locks flow. But what I would recommend is we've had great success with the John Renault products in the 26 years we've been doing it. So we stand behind their shampoo, conditioner, and other styling products as well. So the care of it, the shampoo and conditioner, I can go through that. But with longer ones, this heat treat is really a game changer. Whenever you pick a wig that is longer, that's going to be rubbing this inside here, is the area that tends to wear down. So what we're going to do is put about 3 to 6 squirts, depending on how long it is, on the inside, and that's going to help with that friction frizz. So that's what we definitely want to prevent with the longer ones. In addition, having a wide tooth comb or a wire brush are going to be great tools to get any of that snarling out. And as you can see, I'm going down gently. I'm not going down in one swoop. You want to definitely move through it like that so you're not causing any damage to the fibers. So eventually, if you're using a lot of this, you're going to want to go through your wig shampoo and conditioner. So with a wig, you're going to basically dab and spot wash the inside that might get some of our natural oils on it, and then take it, fully get it wet. And then what I like to do is put a little shampoo right in the palm of my hand and work it down the fibers. So then you're not really causing any conflict with the hair and the style itself. You're going to use cool water to rinse that shampoo out of it. You're going to gently pat out the excess water on it, place it over a wig stand with a towel underneath, and then apply your leave-in conditioner. So this is great to make it have that shine and look healthy again. So those are definitely products I would recommend for a longer wig, would be the 1, 2, and 3. And lastly, we have a couple styling products here. We have a putty, if you have kind of a short, fun style that you want to piece out with kind of more of a gel look. And then, of course, a holding spray that is made to use for synthetic fibers. You can't use human hair products on your synthetic hair, which is a huge mistake because it does build up into the fibers and it's hard to get out. So you definitely want to protect your investment by using the right products for the right style and the right fiber. So yeah, that's just
very
a
good
little.
to know. What is this?
That is called a wig grip, and that is a game changer on keeping your wig in place. The people that invented it made the microfiber so that when it hits your scalp or hits your bio hair, it's going to make the piece stop. And then it works the same way on the wig, where it makes it stop from sliding back. So I know with my face shape being long, I need this because my wigs want to slide right back. So I have to place this on prior to putting my wig on. This one happens to have a lace front and a hand-tied part there. So basically I would take and put this on prior to putting my wig, and you can see while I'm pushing on it, it's not sliding back like a typical headband would if I was pushing at it. So these are really game changers if you have trouble with the wig sliding back or sliding up in the back. So, and these can range from $20 to $30 and well worth the investment.
Alyssa, thank you so much for letting us come into your shop today. Thank you for everything that you do for our community. Okay. If you would like to meet Alyssa or another member of her amazing staff, you can book your own appointment at mycreativehairdesign.com. I want to thank OnFem for sponsoring this video. If you like this dress, you can find very similar styles on their website at onfemstyle.com. If you'd like to know a little bit more about me, you can do so by going to my website at hannahmcknight.org. If you like what you saw today, we'd love to read your comments. If you like the wigs that we tried on, let me know in the comments below. Make sure that you subscribe and kiss that like button. We'll see you next time.